Weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. The constant worry of probably half the population in the world, and yet people really don't have sustainable answers. Don't worry, today in Fix Your Ahar series by Marshi Ayurveda, we are going to give you the perfect Ayurvedic slimming blend, which is not only going to help aid in your weight loss and fat metabolism, but is also going to reduce your bloating, water retention, and multiple other reasons why weight gain happens. Keep watching. Welcome to Fix Your Ahar series, where we give you the most authentic Ayurvedic foods and formulations out there. And today we are making the weight loss tea. The ingredients for this recipe are listed on the screen, and let's start. For this tea, we will start with about 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water is about 500 ml, and I'm going to put my stove on full. So for this tea, I'm using a bunch of hot and spicy herbs, which are great for reducing the fat in your body, the adipose tissue, and also reducing water retention. So keep a track of what the effects of these herbs are, because some of them might be a little too hot for you. We'll start with a mixture called Trikatu, which is a mixture of dried ginger, pipali, and black pepper, which is marich in Ayurveda. So we'll start with the dry ginger powder, about 1/4 teaspoon. Now the quality of ginger is katu. It has very katu taste, like pungent. But the quality of dry ginger versus raw ginger is that it's vipak, or after digestion taste, is madhur. That makes it a little more tolerable to pitta body types. Ginger's qualities are, of course, it helps take away all the excess toxins from your body. It is Agni Deepan, that means helps stimulate your Agni, so your fat metabolism is better. And in general, ginger is great for those who are trying to lose weight on a regular basis. The next is pipali, which is long pepper. Now, long pepper is this long forgotten herb from the Indian kitchen. It is great for fat metabolism, great for insulin sensitivity. It helps remove the excess adipose tissue or the excess fat tissue sitting in your system. And the good thing is that in general, long pepper is great for all 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So it is quite balancing. The third ingredient that we're adding is your regular black pepper. I've powdered all of these, and I'm going to add this to my tea. Peppers are quite good to balance out your Agni, and mostly improving your appetite doesn't mean that you eat more. It basically means that your digestive fire is strong enough to digest everything you're eating. The next, cinnamon, I'm adding about, this is 1/2 teaspoon. It has taste of astringent, which is kashaya, tikta, bitter, as well as katu, that means pungent. So because of these tastes, of course, it's quite hot in nature itself. It is a vata anuloman, that means it expels out excess vata from your body. In general, it is great for kapha and vata pacification. Excellent thing for weight loss because it helps in fat breakdown. So lipolysis, which is a process by which your fat cells actually break down, cinnamon aids in that process, and that's why it's a great addition for this particular tea. Moving on to my next addition, because I want to balance out this tea, is fennel seeds, which I'm taking about 1 teaspoon. If you are somebody who has acidity, acid reflux, then adding fennel definitely adds. Excellent diuretic, helps with bloating, helps with in general digestion. It's a carminative. So of course the qualities of fennel are quite good. Fennel also is moistening, like snigdha or unctuous in nature. So it does soothe your gut to some extent as well. On top of that, we know that weight loss is not going to happen if your mind is not functioning well. Whenever you're under stress, you tend to eat more. So there is a certain addition specifically for this tea which I'm adding, that is chamomile flowers powdered into this. Now, why am I using chamomile? Chamomile flowers I'm using because chamomile helps regulate your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. So anybody who is, eating under excess cravings, their mind is, all over the place, they're thinking too much and they're just not able to maintain regular eating, chamomile kind of settles down their mind. Chamomile is Sheetvirya, that means excellent for Pitta as well as Vat, and it is a Shramhara, that means fatigue reliever. It does help relieve fatigue in those who are excessively worked out or they're just burnt out. Now the final addition to this particular tea which I added towards the end is, many people see that their weight gain is not because they have excess fat, but on a daily basis they feel they are retaining a lot more water, probably because of their diet, hormonal imbalances, thyroid issues and whatnot. For them specifically, I'm adding another herb. The final herb that I'm adding is Gokshur powder. So this Gokshur powder, I'm adding about half a teaspoon. Gokshur is this excellent herb for removing water retention. It is a diuretic, a very strong one at that point, and it is also Sheetvirya. So it is excellent for balancing out this hot and spicy tea. Together, this tea has to be boiled down to about 1 cup, which I think it has happened right now. But I'm going to actually kind of put the lid just for about 1 minute or less than that, so that we can actually get the aroma of these herbs quite well blended into the water. Our tea is ready. Now let's get ready to pour. So we'll let the tea sit for a little while because I do want to add some flavoring agents towards the end. We'll let it cool down a bit and we'll add the flavoring agent when it is warm and not hot. So I'm going to pour the tea in the cup so that it cools down a little faster, and I'm going to keep it in the cup for some time before I add my flavoring agents. So you see the steam coming off of this tea. Before adding the flavoring agents, you should not have that steam coming up. And the flavoring agents that I'm using is, number 1, of course, raw honey, which is a great Yogavahi. Yogavahi means anything that it's added to, it actually enhances the property of that. So whatever herbs you're using in this tea, honey will accentuate the actual, not bioavailability, but as such the effect of those herbs will be enhanced just because you're using honey. Number 2 flavoring that you can add is a little bit of lime or a lemon juice. Alright, so we'll wait for this to cool down before I add my honey. Now my tea is a little warm, so I am adding Maharishi Ayurveda honey to it, and you can decide how much you want. I'm taking about 1 teaspoon and I'm going to mix it in my tea because I like my tea sweetened. And I'm going to add a little bit of lemon for flavoring as well. Alright, so this is my weight loss tea and I'm going to drink it now. I recommend that daily at least you should have this once or twice if you're looking for, very aggressive weight loss, but not more than that. Once a day is also okay for those who are trying to maintain their weight. Alright, it's pretty good. Quite strong because of all the peppers. So what are some general recommendations for weight loss before we go? The tea alone is not going to do the weight loss. Your diet, lifestyle, routine, hormonal imbalances all need to be taken care of. Alone, this tea will help in weight loss, definitely does to a lot of people, but it cannot be the sole contributor towards weight loss. If you have any questions, you can always call on the number below, which is for consulting with our expert Vaidyas. And if you like this video, do like it, do share it with your friends and family who are trying to lose their weight, and do subscribe to our channel because we give you the most authentic Ayurveda updates. Thank you so much for joining us. Jai Gurudev.